What is up, guys? This is Vershonc, back here with another video. The time to regain your power is now. Before we jump into today's video, make sure you smash that like button, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit the post bell notification to get a notification for my upcoming videos. Now, today I wanted to talk about the easiest way to connect to your higher self. Now, what is your higher self? Your higher self is who you really are, the real you, okay? In other words, you are not your ego. The ego is a false identity of yourself. That voice that tells you you're not good enough, or you're always trying to up someone else by another level. You're comparing yourself all the time, putting others down. This is all part of the ego. The real you is operating in unconditional love, gratitude, joy, peace. This is the real you, who you really are. But at the same time, your higher self, it is experiencing all of these emotions that comes up, okay? That's a signal from your higher self. Whenever you feel an emotion, it's coming from your higher self, the real you. Now, that being said, now you know that's the real you. What is the easiest way to connect to your higher self? Because you gotta understand, if you know how to connect to your higher self, you can make a positive change on this world. You know, you can make inventions like Einstein, Nikola Tesla. All of these people, they connected to their higher selves in order to, you know, bring their inventions into the physical, to bring their dreams into reality. That's what you have to understand. They didn't just use logical thinking. They went beyond that. They really connected to who they really were and what mission that they had to bring forth, okay, so that they can, you know, make a positive impact, a change onto this planet. So what you have to understand is that the easiest way to connect to your higher self is spending time alone. You have to spend time by yourself. You have to realize, I just mentioned Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Steve Jobs, all these geniuses. One thing that they had in common was that they spent a lot of time by themselves. And why? They naturally did, because they were an outcast to society. The outcasts are actually the people that's actually making the change. When you see technology changing and becoming better, you see like all of these upgrades, like devices. You know, you see that you can travel, vehicles, cars, transportation, airplanes, the Wright brothers. All of these people had that one thing in common, was that they spent time by themselves, meaning it's easier for you to connect to who you really are when you spend time alone. That's why I don't like the idea of spending time with people 24/7, always having to hang out with friends. Why do you always need company? Whenever you're always surrounded by people, you can't connect to your higher self. It's hard. You can't do it, because you can't build clarity. You don't have that time to spend for yourself. So ideas and all these things will come up once you spend time by yourself. You have to spend time alone, and that's what makes it easy. That's the easiest way to connect to your higher self. Now, it gets deeper than that. So as I said, they were an outcast, and the outcasts are the most powerful people, the people that are put down in society, the people that are looked down upon. That's you know, everyone targets them as if they're the problem, they're a threat. You know, they just can't fit in. They're not like the rest. These people are the people that's making a positive impact and change on this world, believe it or not. So that's one thing you have to understand. So understand that's one thing they all have in common. They were an outcast, and they spent a lot of time alone. Now, what ties into this as well is gratitude, okay? You have to be in a state of gratitude as much as you can at all times, because gratitude is a neutral state, but it feels good. It's a good feeling to have. You are in appreciation, you're thankful at all times. No matter what, you're always grateful, because what gratitude does, it opens you up to receiving. That's what you really have to understand. People really don't understand the importance of gratitude. But first and foremost, spend time alone, then express gratitude as often as you can, because as you're doing that, ideas will begin to come. You will start, you can probably make an invention. Me sharing this right now, I can share this with someone. You may be an outcast right now. You may be someone that's looked down upon in society. You know, people look at you funny and crazy, like you're a weird ass, something like, you know, you just can't fit in. This message that I'm sharing, you can be the next one. Any one of you can be the next person to make an invention, to make the world into a more positive, move towards a positive direction. So that's the thing. So that's why I'm glad I'm here to share this video, because your higher self, that's the only way you can really, like, if you really want to bring your dreams into fruition how you want it, and if you really want to make a difference in the world, you want to make a positive impact, you have to spend time alone. There's nothing wrong with that. I can't tell you the amount of times when I spend so much time by myself. You know, I talk to myself, and that people look at that as a crazy thing. Like, why are you talking to yourself? You're psychopath. Something's wrong with you. But that's actually the best thing you can be doing, because as you're talking to yourself, you may come up with something, and you can do something to impact the world. Like, you can make a huge difference. So that's why I'm saying this is very, very important. I felt like this had to be shared. So if you're in a state of neutrality, which is gratitude is a neutral, okay? You're not too excited and you're not too sad. You're in balance. When you are in a state of balance, watch things start working out in your favor. Watch things flow how it's supposed to flow. But of course, you know, due to society, we were programmed to, like, you know, we overcomplicate everything, when in actuality it's very simple. It's just, it takes discipline, practice, of course, and patience. You got to understand as well, we've been programmed so much. That's why we're still sucked into society's conditioning. We are still programmed to believe that we have to do this and do that, and when it's very simple. That's why it seems difficult to do, to connect to your higher self, because it's like you're already programmed as it is from society. So it takes time. That's why I say it takes patience and discipline and breaking yourself free from society's programming. And another thing I wanted to mention, higher self is a very simple term, and something very simple to understand. I feel like people complicate that as well. They say you have to do this, you have to do all of this extra stuff to connect to your higher self. When you don't, it just takes peace of mind. It takes self-analyzation. Like, really, like, take time and pay attention to yourself and how you feel. Connect within yourself. It's that simple. You don't have to do all this other stuff, this meditation, all of that. It's not really necessary. So that being said, this is the easiest way to connect to your higher self. Spending time alone. I can't stress that enough. And last but not least, gratitude, because gratitude is a neutral state, is a balanced feeling. So that being said, start doing this now, and you should start seeing changes take place. And, you know, let me know if you start seeing results as you're doing this, and, you know, things like that. But, you know, I spoke long enough, and just, yeah, that's pretty much it. Take care of yourselves. Peace out. I'm out.